Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Dreamfall, The Longest Journey. When we left off last time, April was stabbed by an Azadi, and she fell into a crocodile-filled waters, and everyone is saying that she's dead. And a part of me thinks, well, she's been such an important character, she can't just be dead. Or, even if she is dead, like, she can't just be done in the game. And I could be wrong. I don't know. I've been mulling it over how I feel about if she is dead, if her character is just done. And it feels like she, in so many ways, she's so special, you know? She's the daughter of the Dreamfall. We learned this in the first game. She's a shifter. She was destined to save the two worlds, and she did. Like, it would have been a whole lot of trouble if not for her. She went above and beyond. She took care of so many things here, you know? Thought she was going to be the guardian, and then she wasn't. So then she was stuck after, and she fulfilled so many prophecies. All these various peoples in Arcadia had all these long-standing prophecies. They didn't realize it was all connected. That the person to unite the Elation and the Merum would also be the prophesied person for the Banda and all that, you know. But she did that. She took out an evil alchemist. Like, she was resourceful. She managed all these wondrous things, and then after that, so she's been head of a rebellion, and that's not quite the same. I mean, I don't know, you could argue that that's not as dramatic as saving two worlds, but if the worlds don't need saving at the time, I mean, that seems like a pretty important thing to be doing. Something that she's done well enough at that the Azadi are afraid of her. She's the scorpion that they're terrified of. You know, doing very well at it. It just seems so very anticlimactic that her end would come by being stabbed by some Azadi. I don't know, it seems so... A part of me feels like, what a letdown. Being such a fantastic, powerful figure, she should have had a much more important and interesting death. But really, you know, we all gotta die sometime, right? And for the vast majority of us, our death isn't gonna be something noble or dramatic or meaningful. It's just gonna happen. It's just gonna be a thing that just happens, you know? People die every day. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm upset. If she really is... I mean, I'm upset if she really is dead. I like her. I don't want her to be dead. And she's so young. She's what, only like 28 or so? I mean, come on. So much life ahead of her. But if she is dead, the manner of her death, I don't know if I'm upset, like, if I'm let down by it, like, wow, that was crappy and she deserved way better, or if I kind of appreciate that it was crappy and she deserved way better, but we don't get to choose the way we die most of the time. I don't know, I've been just mulling on it. How do I feel about the game devs choosing that to be the way for her to die if she is in fact dead? We'll have to see. We'll have to see how... I don't know, I could almost be really irritated, but I can appreciate it as well. So, we'll see. Also, I do need to mention, so Kian finally did his change of perspective thing, and he realizes that there's merit to the rebels and that his people are not following the goddess's path or whatever. And okay, great, we were hoping that would come, but honestly, I feel like... just in terms of story, I feel like it was a little rushed. A little too rushed to be entirely believable. He mentioned that he's seen instances of the Azadi here behaving inappropriately and being excessively cruel, but we didn't really see those scenes with him. We never really saw scenes of him seeing something happen and being shocked about it happening and shocked at the way it's done. And like he said that he'd been questioning his faith, but when he was talking to April just before she got stabbed, his faith was reaffirmed. But we never saw him question his faith. So that kind of bothered me. I don't know, it could be that everything he said to April was a bunch of bull and he doesn't really believe it, but I don't think that's the case. I think he really has had a change of heart. Largely evidenced by the other Azadi are considering him an enemy now, right? So I think he really did mean those things he said to her. And it's just a little quibble. Overall, I do very much enjoy the game, and I'm enjoying the story, but I do feel that part of the story was a little weak. They didn't really put enough development into that change in his character. We didn't really get a whole lot of his character arc at all, to tell you the truth. You know, we just saw him here and there. We saw him at the beginning, the completely naive person devoted to whatever everybody else has always told him all his life. We didn't really see enough of him experiencing the world for himself and making his own decisions and learning from that and questioning everything that he'd been taught. We didn't see him struggling with that. So that kind of bothers me. I feel like that could have been a lot more powerful if they had developed that, for him to have that conversation with April, and if we could have actually seen the character development leading up to that instead of him just telling it to us, then it would have felt more meaningful. But, you know, we still got game left, so let's see where it's going to go. So here we are as Zoe, back in Stark, and this thing has been kind of beeping in the background, and I should really do something about it. I was assuming it was the computer because we see this flashing here, but I think it's really our phone.
Hey, there's a message for me. It must be from Damian.
Well, let's see what this is. Well, actually, okay. Oh, we have one new voice message from Dad. We'll play it. Okay, this was about that soiree. That's done. This was before. Okay, no new emails, but we have a new message. And I haven't used my phone much. Here we go. So, what you got, phone? We'll check the message from Damian too, but...
One new message from Dad.
It's me. I've been calling you for a couple of days now, but you're not picking up. And you haven't replied to any of my messages.
And he's getting worried.
What's going on? Where are you? Please, call me as soon as you get this. I'm getting worried. Okay, bye.
Well, sorry, Dad, but we're not going to call you right now. Apparently we are.
Hello, Zoe. I'm sorry, but I'm currently away from my phone. Leave me a message and I'll call you back as soon as I can.
Hey, Dad. Look, I'm sorry for not calling you back sooner. I've been so lazy. All I do is sleep and hang around the house. Big surprise, right? I hope things are going well for you in Bombay. You don't have to call me back, not unless it's important. I'm perfectly fine. Very bored, but fine. Oh, and don't worry, I haven't spoken to Reza. I'm staying out of trouble. Promise. Love you. Bye.
I think that was very wise of her to do. I feel a little bad lying to Dad, but at the same time, we don't want to accidentally drag him into this. And if anyone can monitor our communication, there was nothing there to implicate us, so I think that was good. Okay, let's get this thing to stop beeping.
There's a message from me.
Zoe, I hope you get this message. I had to leave quickly. The worm was... They found it, and they will track it back to me.
Which means they're going to find us hanging out here.
No choice. I tried to wake you up, but you weren't responding. The good news is, before they caught it, the worm did collect enough data for me to get the coordinates we spoke about.
Alright.
The intrusion into Dreamcore originated in Russia, just outside St. Petersburg. I've sent you the exact coordinates.
Excellent.
Along with a map. If I manage to get out of here, that's where I'll be heading. If you decide to go there, and I expect you will, be very careful. I'll try and contact you, but I can't promise anything. Zoe, you must leave, right now. When they discover who planted the worm, they'll send someone to the apartment. You need to be gone.
We need to delete this message as well.
The quickest way to St. Petersburg is by scramjet. Oh, and there's some warm clothes in the bathroom closet.
Well, thank you.
Good luck. I'll see you soon, I hope. Take care of yourself.
Okay. If there's anything we can do to delete this...
Damian's console. I'm not going to rummage through his private files.
Okay, I'm just going to hope that you were clever enough to clear that out.
It's grey out. Looks like it's cold still.
Well, it is snowing, so... yeah, it probably is.
I've spent most of my time here sleeping. I must have been completely exhausted. That thing's been on most of the day while I've been staying here. Hey, it's therapy.
What, it's like just a gigantic screensaver constantly running in the background?
Damian orders in. He claimed he's a great cook, but I'm just not seeing it.
Well, you haven't been with him that long, and it's been kind of special circumstances.
I don't think this has been cleaned in a while. Damian definitely needs a housebot. That's the bathroom through there.
Alright, let's check it out. Ah, our warm clothes. Right then, I think we might be ready to head on out. We're probably very lucky that nobody came to check out his apartment and found us. So then, off to Russia. I do like that we're going to all these different locations around the world. That's pretty cool. So that's a scramjet, eh? We got some kind of ominous music going on here, huh?
This is it. These are the coordinates Damian gave me. If the data the worm got from the Dream Core is correct, the virus originated inside that factory building over there.
Alright, let's go see what it's all about. It's got some kind of fancy thing going on here.
The fence looks brand new, and the gate's locked tight and likely guarded by all sorts of clever hardware.
Touch it.
I need to get electrocuted today.
Probably wise. Can we call Liv? No? Bummer. She seemed like she'd be pretty useful. Pick that lock. No, we don't even have a lock that we're looking at. We're just looking at a fence. This though.
This probably controls the gate, but it doesn't appear to be active. There's no way to access this without the right card or data cube.
Not even with a lockpick? Not even with a lockpick. Also, everything... This isn't...
It's completely burned out.
I'm excited to explore around here. It's a new area. It's pretty cool. And I do want to get into the Stark side of all of this and how it connects to what's going on in Arcadia. But at the same time, we left things at such a dramatic point in Arcadia. Kian finally decided to be a good guy and immediately got captured. April was just stabbed and fell into crocodile waters. Sister Dragon, somebody did something horrible to her. I really hope she doesn't die. You know, there's a lot going on. I want to follow up with those people. And what is going to happen to poor Crow, abandoned again?
Is that a phone in there? Curious. Why would anyone put a phone inside a glass cage? Is it modern art?
Yes, I'm sure that's what it is.
I have no idea how to use that.
Honestly, considering how many years in the future are we supposed to be from our time here? Like, it's quite a bit, right? A couple hundred, isn't it? I'm very surprised that this is even around. I mean, already... I can't remember the last time I saw a telephone booth. Or a payphone. You never see them. They've dismantled most of them. They're obsolete. They take them down. So for one to be left standing and to even...
No.
Whoop.
This is where the signal originated. If I go back now, I'll never find out what's going on. Or what's happened to Reza.
Okay, we cannot check out that direction. Very well. Alright, well this seems like the way to go, since we can't get in right now. Anything useful over here? What if we mess with that box over there? Is that some kind of fuse box? Or power something? I don't know, I'm not an electrician. I don't really know much about how anything like that works. I don't mess around with electricity.
Crates. What would a post-apocalyptic-ish industrial wasteland be without them? I don't have the upper arm strength to carry one of those. This is like a showroom for derelict industrial areas. Crates? Check. Barrels? Check. Burned out cars? Check. Crates. What would I don't have the upper arm strength to carry one of those.
I have a light fixture that I want to switch, and I have the piece I want to put it in instead. but I'm
This
scared to
car
try
looks
to
be
do
in
it.
working order. It might even have some power left, which means that if I can access the controls, it can be moved.
Huh. We'll look at some other stuff first, and we'll come back to it. But anyhow, because I'm terrified to mess around with anything electric in the house.
This is like a showroom for derelict
So
industrial
it's going to
areas.
wait until I
Crates?
can get a hold of
Check.
the electrician.
Barrels, check.
And I have the motivation to
Burned
do
out
it, and I will have to
cars?
pay
Check.
someone to take care of it for me. So probably for the best that Zoe wasn't willing to mess around with whatever that is over there. It's some kind of power source, and we could probably get a nasty
This is
shock.
like a showroom for derelict
messed around
industrial
with it.
areas.
All right, what do we got
That's the
here?
car's access panel.
Well, let's access it
If I can get that panel open, I might be able
with
to
the
hack into the
lockpick.
car's system.
Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta remember. We haven't done this game in quite a while, so we need yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that's gonna need to be one here and one here. Okay, so I did it wrong. I need to do... This is where I want it to be. I need the other one to be here. That's what I gotta do. Okay, yeah. And then we need purples over here, or purple down here, and a house up here. So. Wait. No, did I have it, actually? Right? Yes. Purple in a house, and then we have diamonds everywhere. No. This is actually that weird hammery piece. Oh, it's all the way over here. What a pain in the butt. Okay. Okay, so we're fine again here. And we need to... But they're not lined up quite right. So let's just... So that one needs to be there, and it needs to be where this house is. And then... Over here, house, and another exclamation point, which is right here, and it needs to be opposite a house. So we need it to be... There we go. Okay.
This car looks to be in working order. It might even have some power left, which means that
Yeah,
the
access
systems
the
are still
controls.
operational. So the car must have some reserve power left.
Okay, so
The systems
do
are
something
still
with it.
operational. So the car must have some reserve power left.
Alright.
This car looks to be in working order. It might even have some power left, which means that if I can access the controls, it can be moved.
Okay. Phone? Does our phone interact with it? It does. Well, there we go. Oh, yeah, so we need... Shoot. And then... Little hat and lines, square with a thing in the middle, circle in the middle with an arc on top, there we go, and then square in the middle with a circle around. Okay. Alright.
I hope I didn't damage it too badly. At least now it's in a position to help me get inside.
We're just gonna climb up on it?
I hope I didn't damage it too badly. At least now it's in a position to help me get inside.
We sure are. Okay.
I should be able to climb up there now.
I feel like on the whole, this game has focused much more on story than on puzzles, which is okay because I really like story. I kind of prefer, the story's more my thing, but it's just a little like, sometimes you just really enjoy the puzzles and stuff. And this one just not so much
I
puzzle.
don't think I can kick this one in.
What about this pad though?
It's an active data panel. I'll need a suitable card or data cube to use it.
So we can't mess with it.
There's no way to use it without gaining access to
Okay,
the
it seems
system.
like going up the stairs is the obvious right choice. So let's mess around down here. Hopefully there's no guard dogs or anything.
It's an active data panel. I'll need a suitable card or data cube to use it.
Alright, we'll leave it alone. See, there's another of those very important looking panels, but no messing with it. Alright,
It goes all the way up to the roof.
let's go to the roof. That would be really cold on your hands. It's cold enough that it's snowing. This is metal, so it's just outside getting colder, colder, colder. And she's got bare hands. That would be a nasty climb. Alright. What? Oh. Oh, that's a problem. Alright then. So, don't get caught. But we've got an autosave coming up, so that'll help. Because this thing's probably gonna get us. Okay.
It's too grimy to see through.
You pick up one of these poles and just give it a good smack. Okay, we probably need to go up that ladder. But I want to do a full circuit in case there's anything else. Oh, look at the ladder there. Big ol' end just hanging out. Also, can we mess with it? No? Okay, well, let's go do what we need to do then. Another ladder, but I don't know Russian, so I don't know what that letter is. I've seen that before. I've seen Russian words, language spelt out, but there's characters used in Russian that aren't used in English, and that's one of them. I don't know what that is. I didn't look close enough. What did this all spell out?
It's all about to fall. All it needs is a little encouragement.
Push it a bit. You know, even if we saw it all written off, we've already seen that it uses the Russian character that I don't know. So there's nothing I can really do.
It's all about to fall.
To
all it needs is a
figure
little
out what it said.
Encouragement.
There we go. Right through the glass. Nice and subtle. You don't want to climb up here just to see what's here? Alright. Are we going to just jump through? I think we are. I mean, it's kind of awesome, but that also seems really dangerous. Alright, where's this thing? Okay, we need to just wait a minute. What, it could have been past us. I don't want to, like, climb down right into it. I say, and start moving down. Okay. Is it moving on? It's moving on, right? Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. We're just going for it.
There are wide girders spanning the factory hall just below the window.
Jump onto one. Ooh. With all that jagged edge right along the edges, too. The jagged edge there. The jagged glass along the edge, and she's all barehanded. She's just going for it. Okay, I am impressed with this, Zoe. I've not been impressed with your fighting skills so far, and the way you let people always get the drop on you, but you're doing good here. So, what appears to be going on in here? Not a lot from here. Is this like industrial music we got going on here? Okay, there's stairs, so. Right then. Doesn't look like anyone's in here. But there's gotta be somebody, because this is where the signal was coming from. With any luck, we'll run into Damian. We don't have his phone number to try and give him a call? What's in this box? Nothing.
It's a production line. It looks pretty old-fashioned.
Looks pretty abandoned.
It's a production line. It looks pretty old. It's a production line.
I wasn't sure if
It
those
looks
were
pretty
separate
old-fashioned.
squares or not. But no, they are the same. Okay, that seems like the place to go. There's a light over there. Ooh. And that's actually a little separate from here, huh? Or there's another way to it. What do we got here?
This console must be for controlling the factory floor.
Mess around
This
with it.
console must be for controlling the factory
No.
floor. This console must be for controlling the factory floor.
Okay, that seems like the place to go. Let's...
That panel controls the loading bay doors.
So we're gonna need to mess with it, but first.
Those were probably used for packing the dolls as they came off the production line.
Dolls? Is this a Wati Corp factory? And maybe they made Watsillas here?
It's a production line. It looks pretty old-fashioned.
Could be different dolls. But she says, oh yeah, this is what they did with the dolls. Like, I didn't know that this was a factory that dealt with dolls. Interesting. Okay, so this is the doors that we want to open then? Maybe?
According to this, I'm standing exactly in the location where the intrusion originated.
So keep an eye out.
Or maybe right above it.
Okay. Pry that
It
grate
looks
up.
like a ventilation shaft of some sort. I can feel a draft. It looks like
Well,
a
climb
ventilation
down there.
shaft of some sort. I can
With
feel
the
a
lockpick.
draft.
No, we can't lever it up with it.
This was definitely put up quite recently. It looks brand new.
Oh yeah, there's the doll. The dolls. They do look like maybe Wati dolls. Okay, if so that door was just put... Okay, this is a wall here. I was gonna say, it doesn't look like that door is really doing much to block things, because we could just climb over here, right? But no, I think there is a wall, so there's some kind of room there that we can't access. At least not by just climbing around there. So, let's go back here.
This is definitely where the power to this place is routed through.
Let's screw around with it, because we can.
There's a big power switch in here.
What happens if we mess with it? Ooh. Look at that. Oh, can we mess with those consoles now? Let's attempt it.
It's a production line. It looks pretty old-fashioned. That panel controls the loading bay doors.
Can we do anything with it? Interact with it in some way? No. But these are looking promising.
This console controls the winch, up and down.
Alright, and what about this one? Okay. Okay. Oh, I need to lift it up again. Up you go. So, where do I want it to be? I just need to look around a whole bunch. Okay, good. It keeps me on this screen so I can figure out. I like that. The grate, obviously. Okay, got it. We're gonna need to go up a little more, I think. It's too far. This should do it, right? Oh, no good, no good. So. Wait.
It's a production.
Okay, get me out of this screen. This is, yeah. And drop it down. Oh, actually it is lined. I didn't think it was lined up. I was going to drop it down and then move it back a bit and hope that the thing dangling down would kind of end up with it in the right place. But no, it was right where it needed to be. Okay. Pull it back up. Nope, nope. Okay, I need to go out there and actually... Got it, got it. It would be a bit much to hope that the hook just falls in exactly the perfect spot to get the thing, you know? Alright, so... Also, I want to know if she has nothing to say about whatever this garbage is. I am going the wrong way. I need to loop all the way around this. Alright, let's just maybe
It looks like a ventilation
turn it around
shaft
a little
of some
bit.
sort. I can feel a draft.
There you go. Beautiful. I didn't pay close enough attention to her shoes earlier. Are these the shoes that we've been wearing right along, or did Damian give us new shoes? And if he left us shoes, well, he wouldn't have given us something new. He just left us his stuff to wear. So if he left us his shoes to wear, either these are going to be kind of big on her, or else maybe he has kind of small feet, and they're about the same size. There we go. Alright, seems perfect. So this door tricked me. I thought it was going to be important, but no, I don't think we really need to mess around with that at all. At least not at this point. Down the ventilation shaft. Let's see what we got.
It's completely dark down there, but I can feel a draft. It definitely leads somewhere.
Well, down the hatch. It's just like a big fun slide, right? Toilet paper?
It's a card reader.
We can't mess with it. What, is someone coming or something?
It's locked.
Well, we just so happen to have a lock pick, so... Really? This seems like it would be its time to shine, no? This isn't a job for lockpick? Bummer.
It looks to be in working order.
Someone sleeps... A little girl! And it's the pictures! This is the girl who wants us to save... Okay.
It's a bedroom filled with medical equipment. They must have been observing the patient from out here.
So this is all tying back to the little girl. Save April, and there's the house and all of it. So the toilet paper's for the little girl then?
That drawer is unlocked.
Well, what's it got in it? Yeah, pick that thing up.
It's a small key. It looks
And
to
I
be
can't.
in working order.
It's working order, but I can't mess with it? Alright, well, let's see what's in all of these.
It's an access card.
Excellent. Now what about this one? Wait, my key was only good for one locker? Really? But I want to know what was in the other ones. That's very frustrating. Well, bummer.
That drawer is unlocked. It's closed. It's a bedroom filled with medical equipment.
Alright,
They must have been observing the patient from out here.
Well, it looks like we are going to go over here when I target
It's an
the right
access
area.
card.
So the girl is the source of the
This
disturbance.
door leads out to the factory floor. but it's closed and there's no handle.
Okay. No. Do we want to call anybody? No. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is just back to where we were. So we do need to go back to that other door over here? I think she's kind of glossing over the significance of that room we saw. It had the picture of the house.
No, I can't leave until I find out what went on down here. This is the end of the road, and I'm not giving up.
Okay, good. Yeah, I don't want to give up. So that means there's something more going on that I've missed. Okay. What other doors were locked that perhaps this access card can get us into? Anything over here? We don't want to go all the way back to the front, do we? Maybe? Or was there something I'm missing down in the basement area? There is, isn't there? Is there a card reader right near the observation room to get to the patient's room? I think there might have been. Yeah, right here, isn't it? Okay. There we go. That's what we needed. Okay. So she's not going to gloss over the significance of it. I just needed to actually get into it. Then we'll see what it's all about. So, anything to say? Nope. We just need to get in here. That's not going to do it? Alright. This is what we needed. There it is. Now what is that?
There's something in here. Is that a data cube?
Well, let's snatch it.
A data cube. I might be able to read this on one of the consoles, if they're still operational.
They are, so there we go. So you really need to say something about this house and all of these pictures.
A child's drawings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but look at these drawings. And we have a doll without a head.
One bed, one patient, a child. Who was it? What were they doing here?
Okay, wait, so we had a little girl, and she wants us to save April Ryan. And we have Lady Alvani, and I'm pretty sure she was a future version of April. So, we need to save April. There was one girl who was here. She's the creepy girl who draws the house and knows about the house. And we know that April was adopted. She was the daughter of the Whitekin. Was it like April somehow? And because this seems like it's really old and nobody's here now, right? We're talking about hoping to find a computer that's still functional. So they're not observing someone here currently. Was it April like way in the past? When she was just a little girl and then somehow she was adopted to her with her family. And look at the view that's looking out on. That is not what we just saw outside at all. So you don't have anything to say about this? That somehow in the basement of this factory in Russia, in the middle of like part of a fairly city area, she's got this view out the window? No. There's a whole lot more going on here. Okay, so the whole thing is the girl's been telling us to save April Ryan. So even if April really did die, I think there's still something that can be done. We can maybe change history in some way, or change the present, or we can do something. I think it's possible to save her. That's what we need to save her from. We need to save her from that death that she suffered.
It looks to be in working
We're
order.
going to do it. Alright, pop that bad boy in then.
Wednesday, September 23rd. This is Dr. Park. Dr. Zuboff is currently with the subject in her room. The subject is improving after a prolonged illness. She's responding well to stimuli and appears to be in good spirits. She even smiled at me when I went in there this afternoon to give her the injection. She didn't say much, but Faith's always been a quiet girl.
Faith, huh?
We're having problems with the new synth, however, and yesterday's Morpheus injection caused the subject some degree of discomfort and pain. Off the record, I have to admit that I've had some misgivings about putting someone through these experiments. Granted, Jiva created her for this purpose, and it's not like she's ever had a normal life, but still.
Jiva, I know that name.
At any rate, it's not like we have a choice. We're simply following orders, and Wati HQ is adamant that we keep pushing forward. They want to see results, and fast, or they might shut us down. Should that happen, Faith, the subject, would have to be terminated.
Well, human experimentation.
October 9th, it's a Friday, I think. I haven't seen daylight in a week. The subject has fallen ill again. We haven't isolated the cause of this latest setback, but Faith's heart appears to be weakening. I don't know if it's her condition or if the drugs. Anyway, she really needs to be in a proper medical facility, but unfortunately that does not appear to be an option. HQ doesn't want the subject to be moved. I really wish there was something I could do. The subject. I just hope she doesn't have to die here. Faith is... well, she's just a child. And I feel responsible. Partly responsible.
Largely responsible.
Obviously, we're just doing our jobs, but... still.
But obviously we're just doing our jobs,
I'm going
nothing.
home now. Dr. Grundal is taking over my next shift. I need to rest. To sleep. I haven't slept in... Anyway.
You feel bad because you should feel bad. You're experimenting on a child. It's grossly unethical.
October? What is it? October?
And you're watching her die.
Oh, what? November 3rd? God. The subject is very ill. We just gave her a very large injection of the new Morpheus, as per HQ's brief, but she's not responding. There's something seriously wrong. I think the dosage... well, I don't think she'll last... Wait, something's happening here. I'm getting some really strange... Hey, has your console stopped working? This is weird. There's just static, like a... I'm just getting static here. What's going on?
The source of the static, eh? This girl they experimented on.
Okay. We're back now. We're good. Well, that was weird. For a second, I thought I saw...
What? What'd you see?
Shit. Oh, shit. I think we just lost her. We just lost her. I'm not getting any readings here. She's flatlined. I think she's dead. Faith's dead. The dosage... I think she's dead.
But her consciousness
Can you please
transferred
just-
somehow?
Please go check on her. I think she's dead now. I think she just passed away. Go! That's it. November 5th. We're cleaning out the lab. We can't leave anything behind or someone might...
But they left things behind. What happened?
It's strange, but I watched her die. I saw her leave us. But I think something happened. I'm not sure what happened, but something did happen. First there was this static everywhere on our screens. It killed most of the equipment for like 15 seconds. And then I could swear I saw something. Just for a moment, a fleeting moment. A shadow. A house. Faith's house. Her dollhouse. I don't plan on saying anything to anyone about the experiments, about the lab, about what happened. But I am leaving this crystal behind. I won't let them simply wash their hands of her like she was never here, like she never existed. She deserves better than that. She deserves to be remembered. She was a person. A girl. Her name was Faith.
So the in-between place that
This is Dr. Janine Park. That's it.
that April has been to before, that's where Faith went. And Lady Elvani said that she wasn't in Arcadia or Stark. She was in an in-between. So that's where April's gone. And she's gone to the in-between, this other place. Now, I just have to say, this whole thing with this scientist, where I feel partly to blame, but I'm just doing my job, and then they let Faith die. No, you are to blame. You're part of this experimentation. I have a feeling that if she'd contacted, like, some kind of boards of ethics, or if she'd, like, gone to the news or something, I don't know the laws of wherever they're operating out of, but I have a feeling that it's something that, if she'd exposed and gone to the press, I think probably Wati Corp was doing something very illegal with their experimentation on Faith. And that, like they're trying to be secretive about it and wash their hands of her. Yeah. So it's something that she could have gone to the press and exposed it, and perhaps Faith could have been saved. Instead, she's saying, well, we have to continue what we're doing, as HQ says, because otherwise, if they shut down the program, they'll terminate Faith. And okay, yeah, that really sucks, and we don't want that to happen. But at the same time, so she's continuing because she doesn't want the girl to die, but she's continuing to do things that are horrific and that are causing the girl to die. And she's acting like there's no other choice, and that somehow she's not to blame because she's just following orders. She's just doing what her superiors say she has to do, and if she doesn't, well, they're going to terminate the girl. But she has other options. She could go to the press. She could go to someone else, get other people involved, and try and actually save the girl. And instead, she just stood to the side and watched her die. And then, yeah, she leaves this data cube, but then she's being all, I won't let them just forget her and wash her hands of her, like... But then she's just, like, she's saying she's clearing up and she's moving on with her life, too. So she is kind of just moving on and washing her hands of her. But I'm interested, they said they're clearing up everything, but they didn't. They left all kinds of evidence here, even more than just the data cube. So, it feels like probably something else happened to interrupt their cleanup. I don't know, that lady, her confession just rubbed me the wrong way. She has enough guilt that she wants to leave evidence of what happened, and that's very useful to us. We got an account of what they did here, but at the same time, there's a lot of blame that she's just trying to sort of shift off herself, and yeah, I'm not into that. But, so Faith is the source of the static, but Faith is not April. However, she went to some kind of in-between place that April has been to before. And yeah, like I said, I think that's where April is now. She's not just dead, she's at the in-between. Okay, so I think that's all we wanted from here, right? Yes. So what now? See if we can find Damian? And also, if April, Lady Alani, is in the in-between, what about... what's that car right up front there? What about Kian? Is he gonna end up part of this?
I should be able to climb up there now. I should be
You
able to
did climb up here.
there
I was
now.
gonna climb down, because we don't know that that's Damian. What if it's someone else and they see us walking out of this building where we don't really belong? Well, I guess we're just going for it. Or that's not our car, is it?
It's an active data panel. There's no way to use it without gaining access to the system.
Okay, you have the card right here. There we go. I'm a fool and that's just our car. I was freaking out thinking it was somebody else's. Oh, are we all the way home? We are. be first, so.
That button contacts the nearest available taxi cab.
Oh, the name we saw. What was that? Where did it go? The person who's responsible for the... Jiva. Jiva created her for this purpose. So created her how? Was she genetically engineered? Or does she mean they took an existent child, but they injected her with all this stuff, and that is the creation part? I am curious to know more about what she means by created. But Jiva. Jiva. I know. I feel like we've seen that name, and I don't remember where we saw it.
The gym's closed today.
Oh. Well, we're back home, but we still don't know what's happened to Reza. We didn't meet up with Damian. What's our plan here, Zoe? I'm thinking we should check in with Liv. She's very resourceful. She might have some ideas.
When I was in high school, we used to sit around that fountain, eat ice cream and gossip.
And we still have this gigantic Wati conspiracy that we've got to resolve. Like, there's a lot going on to just head back home.
I never knew they sold bingo caffeinated baby food here. That stuff is tasty. I don't know her.
Let's just stop by Reza's just because we can. I wonder if that cat is still hanging around.
Reza's not home.
No good, eh? Creepy cat's not there. Also, is Dad home yet? How long did he say he was going to be out? Well, let's head back towards our place. We'll stop and chat with Liv. And depending on what she has to say, then we might go home. See if Dad's back. It just feels so disconcerting to be home. I mean, it kind of makes sense if we're not sure where to go forward. Maybe go back home and regroup. But we've gone to all these interesting places, always pursuing more and more information. Now to suddenly be...
Liv's closed up the store.
But I wanted to talk to you, Liv. But now to suddenly be like, just back in the neighborhood, hanging out, like any regular day. I know that's not really what's going on, but it just kind of feels that way. This is not our house. I don't know why I'm going there. This is our house. What if something horrible awaits us inside? Hello? Was that a "it's good to be home" sign?
Dad?
My God, Zoe. You have not been an easy person to get hold of. Where have you been?
Oh, you know.
Home. Casablanca. Around. Sorry, I didn't think you'd be so worried.
Worried? Well, that's an understatement. You don't have to lie anymore. I know you haven't been home.
How do you know that?
What do you mean? Of course I've been.
After our last conversation, I logged into the house and spoke with Wonkers.
Oh.
He told me you haven't been home for at least a week.
Betrayed by my own
Dad.
Wati.
What I don't get is why you had to lie.
Because I
to
didn't
me.
want to put you in danger.
Dad, it's a long story. I had to go away for a little while.
So where have you been?
All over.
I'm not doing this over the phone. I'm home again now. Ask Wonkers if you want to. Hell, check the cameras if you don't believe me.
I don't know what to believe. Was it Reza?
Well,
Yes. No. I had to help him. But that wasn't the only thing that... I don't think we should talk about this over the phone. When are you coming back?
I'm still stuck out here. Another couple of days at the very least.
maybe we should go to him.
Look, I'm sorry for lying to you, but I had my reasons. I didn't want you to worry.
Well, that backfired.
I know. But you don't have to worry about me anymore. I'm back and I'm staying
But
put.
it's not done yet,
I'll
Zoe.
tell you everything when you get home, okay?
Okay. I'll try to speed things up at my end, but...
No. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just come home when you can.
all right. Take care, Zoe. I'll call you tomorrow. And try to stay out of trouble.
Yeah. Bye, Dad.
She can't really be planning on just staying home. We've got so much more to figure out still, Zoe. We've got to get to the bottom of this. We got to save Stark from the impending Wati crisis. We got to figure out what's going to happen about Faith and April. And we got things to do. Although I expect, she might be kind of messed up right now, considering how we left things in Arcadia. That's a lot to deal with all at once, Saw April stabbed in front of her, and the whole rebel town in an uproar.
Hello, Zoe. It's good to see you again. Are you crying?
Hey. No, I'm just... Yeah. I'm crying.
Oh, I see. Why?
Because lots of horrible stuff have been
Because
happening.
I'm sad.
Are you staying or are you going away again?
I'm definitely staying.
Good. That makes me happy. I like it when you're here. By the way, you have a visitor, Zoe.
Who?
Visitor?
Yes, she asked me questions.
What kind of questions?
The difficult kind. The kind I can't answer. About you and about your father.
Where is she now?
She's out there. She wanted to see the view. I told her she should wait for you, but she didn't listen to me.
There's someone on my balcony I didn't notice?
Hello, Zoe.
Oh, hey. Haven't seen you in a while.
What are you doing here? How did you get in?
I came to talk to you. You've been on a very long journey. I'm glad you finally made it back.
She knows something about it,
How
doesn't
did-
she?
You. I've travelled around the world, but it all comes back to you. Faith, she was your experiment. Jiva's experiment.
She is. I mean, she was.
No, you mean is.
But we weren't the ones who made her into what she is today. That was Wati Corp. That was Pete's. I wanted Faith to live out her life in peace with a foster family. She didn't have long, and she'd been through enough already. But Wati Corp had other plans. They needed a suitable human subject for testing their drug Morpheus with DreamNet. So they took Faith away.
I know. They put her through hell.
I never wanted that.
You don't get to make excuses. She was your creation. She was your responsibility.
Fair enough. Looking back, I realize it was a mistake to let them take her. But Wati Corp owns us. We don't get to have a say.
You're not telling me anything I don't know. Why are you here? Did you bring the eye with you? The twins? Go ahead, do your worst. I'm too tired to care anymore.
I'm here to ask for your help.
With what?
My... help? What do you mean?
I want to stop Wati Corp from releasing the Dreamer, and I want to stop the static from spreading any further.
Seems like
You may
good
consider
idea.
me cruel and uncaring, but I'm simply pragmatic. There's nothing to be gained from Wati succeeding with their plans, or the static causing another collapse. And I also have personal reasons for wanting to stop Pete's. He has already caused much pain, and he will cause untold damage if his plans are carried out.
What makes you think I'll help you with anything?
I'm not expecting you to help me, but you will help Faith. You won't let her suffer anymore. And you will stop Wati Corp, even if they hadn't killed your
They
friend.
really did kill
How
him?
do you know all this?
I planted a bug on you when we first met, Zoe. It's been sending me data at regular intervals. I've heard everything you've said. I know everything that's happened.
That's disturbing.
I've helped you along the way, and now you will help me, because that's the only way you can help Faith. The only way you can avenge Reza and stop Wati Corp. It's as simple as that.
How can I help Faith? She's already dead, isn't
Not
she?
completely.
Yes and no. I can't explain it, but you've seen it for yourself, Zoe. She's in the networks, in DreamNet, on the wire. Whether it's her memories, her soul, I don't know. It's not for me to theorize. The fact is that a part of her is inside the networks, inside Dream Core, and she's suffering. But you can help her, Zoe.
If I do this, I won't stop with Wati or with Pete's. You need to be held accountable too.
All of you.
I'm a marked woman. The moment the eye finds me, I'm dead. Wati doesn't want me walking around, telling people what I know. If that's not accountability, I don't know what is. And right now, all I want is revenge for what they've done to me and my company. If it means losing everything, so be it.
So what is it you want me to do?
You need to go into DreamNet and convince Faith to let go. Once that happens, the network will shut down, and Angana, Dream Core, will disconnect from the wire.
Convince Faith to... How do I do that? And why me?
Because you're special.
Because you have a connection with
Even
her.
Pete said.
I don't know what it is.
And there is that connection.
You seem to share some of her more esoteric, genetic qualities. And she's taken a shine
She
to
has
you.
deliberately contacted
Besides,
us.
no one else has been able to find out where in the network Faith, or her residue, her memories, reside. I've tried. But it's like she's not actually in there. You, on the other hand, have met her. Several times. She's reaching out to you. She needs you. And to help her, you must first help me.
Maybe.
How?
I've brought a dreamer. You go inside, talk to Faith, find a way to make her let go. Whatever she's become, a virus, a ghost in the machine, only she can stop this. If she keeps holding on, if her influence keeps spreading across the wire, it will eventually shut down completely. We're talking days, maybe less than that.
If she can do that, what is she?
I don't know. Like I said, a ghost in the machine. Her body is gone, but her mind. They pumped her full of Morpheus. They murdered her with an overdose. Who knows? Maybe there is something as banal as an immortal soul. And that's what's left of her. She died while she was inside DreamNet, dreaming a very, very powerful dream. Maybe she's still in that dream, and that's what's spreading across the wire. Whatever the answer, it doesn't matter. The fact is that Faith is in there somehow, inside DreamNet, inside Angana. And she needs to leave.
You're saying she needs to die?
She's already dead, Zoe. That's a fact. Whatever's left of her isn't happy in there. She needs to shut down. Move on, whatever you want to call it.
Or maybe she needs
And you expect me to ask her
some
to
other
let
help
go?
from me to find a way to be
die?
happy.
Yes, because it's the right thing to do. Listen to me. We're running out of time. I need you to make a choice. Either you do this, or I leave, and you never see me again. If that happens, the wire will break down, causing untold damage.
And death.
Wati Corp may still succeed in releasing the Dreamer, and Pete's plans could still come to fruition. Who is the greater evil here? him or me.
I think you're despicable. You used an innocent person as a test subject. You made her, and then you discarded her. And for what? To research dreams? Still, I won't let the bad guys win. I've come this far, and I'm going all the way. Someone told me not long ago that I lack commitment. Well, connect me to the dreamer.
All right. Go you, Zoe. I like that she's not letting Helena Chang off easy here.
A concentrated dose of Morpheus, more than what you've received before. It won't harm you, but it will allow you to control your environment.
How so?
That way, Faith won't be able to push you out again.
What do I tell her? How do I make her let go?
I don't know. You have to figure that out on your own. This is unknown territory. Are you ready?
I suppose so.
I'm ready.
Good luck.
Don't entirely trust this woman, but I think she's probably being fairly straight with us here. She is on the run for her life,
Zoe.
and we did help her before. But I do appreciate Zoe being like, I'm holding you accountable too. And I think it's bull when she's like, the eye will kill me when they see me. Isn't that accountability? No, it's not. The public needs to know what you did.
It feels different this time.
Okay, and here we are. April has been here before.
Faith wants me to come inside.
We've been here before. I'm holding out hope that she says we need to get Faith to let go and like move on and basically die, but I don't know that that is the truth. I think maybe we can find some kind of we need Faith to let go of everything she's doing to the wire, but that doesn't mean she can't find her own place, a separate space, somewhere she can live and that April can live. And I'm assuming that Kian can live because I'm still with the Lady Alvane. I'm thinking that Kian's going to figure into that. But I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. As always, please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back, and next time, we're going to go talk to Faith. And I think it'll be a very interesting conversation, especially now that we know so much more about her. Yeah, I really like that. Things are coming together.